Hey guys, how you doing? I don't know if you guys can see me, but yeah. Can you see me? Okay, just hold. Just hold. Hey, oh, better. Okay, guys. So I'm by what's the place again? Let me move a bit behind. I'm by this place called Four Pillars. I've done a video from this side before, and I came here to do another video for you guys. Hey, I look pretty. Yes, I came here to do another video for you guys. I am actually gonna be talking about the things to do when you're in Samfya, and I'm gonna be talking also about the things you have to know before you travel to Samfya. I have like a whole lot of notes here, so I'll be looking down while talking to you guys. Yeah, so if you're new here, please remember to subscribe, share with your friends, and give this video a thumbs up. So I already ordered something. I'm gonna be feasting on these samosas, and oops, my drink just spilled. When I say it spilled, here it just spilled. It's called a blue moon. I don't know what's in there, but yeah. mm, mm. I'm just gonna ask for some more ice and lime. Yeah, so let's get into this video. Woo! Hey guys, so for starters, I'm gonna give you guys the travel tips. Yeah. So like when you're going to Samfya, you can actually use you can go by road and by air. So number one is if you are not able to fly to Mansa and shuttle to Samfya, you could still drive to Samfya using the Great North Road at Serenge, detour at Serenge in the Muchinga province. I am reliably informed that the roads are in good condition and a drive from Lusaka to Samfya takes up to, because remember we drove from Lusaka to Samfya in my previous videos, and you like get a drive along Zambia's longest bridge, like road trip. Anyone? Yeah. So number two is Samfya is a lakeside town in the tropics. So do yourself a favor and carry mosquito repellent or take malaria tablets before you go. I think that should be number one. Let's do them like this. Yeah. And number three is I highly recommend that you travel to Samfya with a group of people and ensure you pre-plan group activities, e.g., like board games, beach-based sports, and barbecues, etc. There isn't much to do for solo travelers if you are not into fishing, visiting courier markets, and canoe rides on the lake. So the first time I went to Samfya, like I was alone, but I made friends. But this time I went with my best friend, and I think I can say it was like the trip of my life. I enjoyed it. Anywho, number four, yeah. Number four is always carry your bathing suit and moisturizer, either moisturizer and sunscreen. And the heat gets pretty real that side, hey? Like the time I went in last year, sometime last year in March, it wasn't that bad. But this year, like I'm sure you can see, I still have like heat rash on my face. Yeah, and then the bikinis, like they gave me good lines. Yeah, and then number five is ensure you make prior bookings with lodges in the area before travel, as Samfya is growing to be it's actually growing to be a popular destination for tourism and as well. And you may find that there are no availability of rooms there. So I'm sorry. And the popular destination, and you may not find rooms. I already said that. Yeah. So the pricing for rooms is like between the lodges there, like the most very good lodges are like Henry Courtyard, Samfya Waterfront, and the Samfya Marine Beach. There's the natives now, where we went, and like we went there and we really had fun. Yeah, it's also a good place. So the rooms range from about 650. That's $50 for standard rooms, and 2,000. That's $150 for executive apartments rooms per night, inclusive of breakfast though. Yeah. So number, I've actually lost count. Anyway, the other point is the cost of taking a banana boat ride around the lake and towards the harbor is negotiable from fisherman to fisherman, but you must ensure you agree on the route and fees beforehand, as they may charge you a pretty penny for the deviations, which isn't very nice considering you be on the lake and at their mercy. You also need to assess the risk of canoeing without life jackets of fishermen, because they do not provide. Oh my, they do not provide any. The other point is most lodges have a point of sale for guests to swipe and settle their bills. However, it is best to have enough local currency in cash in the event that technology fails. The nearest bank ATM is about 4 kilometers from Cheetah Lodge. Yeah, and then uh, I think that's all. I think that is all about the tips, the things you have to know before you travel. So now I'm gonna talk about the activities that you can do in Samfya. So that's Luapula. So number one is taking a walk at the beachfront. It's actually amazing. It's very sandy and it's also hot. So you need to take off your shoes and just dip your toes in the sand and walk along the Samfya beach or go for a swim. You can also pack a picnic set up. You carry a chitenge like the way I am right now. Let me just show you how I am seated here. So this is my arrangement today. So I got these from behind there. So even at the lodge, at the beach, I mean at the beach, you can still do the same. Just if you have your chitenge, just you put it down there and set up the picnic on the sand and enjoy the breathtaking views of the beach. So the other activity you can do is fishing. The major activity on Lake Bangweulu is actually fishing. Every morning when every morning when I looked at the beach, at the moon outside my room, I saw fishermen on their canoes, going to do fishing, or maybe just looking for people to book them. Yeah. In fact, it's both men and women. It's both men and women and kids. Like I laughed so hard because like the girls that really wanted to take us for a ride were like, no, Isen means come. And I was like, man, do you know that I weigh 98 plus? I know. Anywho, I'm not going to talk about my weight. Yeah. So fishing. The other one is camp out on the beach. So spend the night under the stars. Samfya Marine offers camping on the beach for 100 kwacha per person per night, with your own tent, and 200 with their tent. If camping not is not your style, Samfya Marine also have chalets for full price listing. I think you can check their page. They have a Facebook page, and there's a number there. They didn't pay me for this, so I know. So the other activity you can do is you can do a braai on the beach. So agency beachfront has a nice lawn and deck. That's where we were. If you haven't watched my video, please watch it. I'm gonna put the link somewhere on top here. So like it's got a very good lawn and deck. You can bring your own food and drinks and charcoal and pay 50 kwacha or 75 kwacha if you would like to use AJC's charcoal. You can also swim at AJC for 50 kwacha. That's for adults. 50 kwacha is for adults, and 50 kwacha is for adults, and 25 kwacha for kids. And admission is 30 kwacha per person. 30 kwacha per person, yeah. 30 kwacha per person during weekdays and 50 kwacha during the weekend. And then children enter for 10 kwacha. Yeah, so for kids it's 10 kwacha actually. And then the other thing you can do is you can go on the cruise. You can go on the cruise in Samfya. So Samfya Marine has a boat and offers sunset cruises as well as jet skis, depending on the season. But I would advise you go on the Luchelenganga. I think like the boat that we went on, I think that boat is actually okay. And they also have life jackets. So I feel like yeah, that's actually the best. So you can call ahead to ask if the lodge is offering these activities at the time of your travel, because sometimes they say the boat is down, maybe it's fully booked. Like the time we traveled, like all the boats were fully booked because I'm told the minister was in town. So before you travel you have to call and find out if you have to call and find out if these guys are going to have their boats or not. And then the other thing is you can take a day trip to Chilubi Island. So I was actually looking forward to going to Chilubi on this trip because that's what we had planned, but it rained so badly. Like it rained. When I say it rained, it rained so badly. So you have to go down to the Samfya Harbor and take a boat, take a trip to Chilubi. Chilubi is actually located 100 kilometers from the harbor. I showed you guys the harbor in my previous video. And there is a vintage disused yellow fishing boat and a more modern boat which takes travel on one way or return trips to the island. And the other thing that you can actually do, I think this is my last thing. The last thing that you can actually do at the beach is you get a workout. So you get a few friends, and when you're traveling, like I said, when you're traveling to Samfya, you need someone, because if you want to travel like a solo traveler, I'm assuring you, you're not going to enjoy this. You're not going to enjoy the trip. So you get a few friends together and team up for a game of beach volleyball on the shores. Yeah. So each AJC sometimes has a net setup, or you can bring your own. So have you ever been to Samfya? What activities did you do while there? So you have share your list of things to do in Samfya. If I've Yeah, let's just add down below, add in the comment section down below. So if you really want to go to Samfya, you can use these things and you're gonna enjoy your stay. So I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Remember to subscribe, share with your friend, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm gonna see you in my next video. Oh, peace.